Leading and clinching after filling syrup or brine into the can. The closing end or lid is placed on the open end of the can without sealing it to rest the can body. This process is known as the leading. However, during the subsequent existing operation, there is a danger that the lid can fall off the can contents spilled over. To avoid this, some containers prefer to clinch the lid on the body. This is operation the curl of the can and immer existing and vacuuming. They can contents container air in the space between food particles and the tissue of the product. The air in the can causes the corrosion in the tin plate, add oxidation processes in food, and encourage the germination of bacterial spores and survive chemical sterilization. It is therefore undesirable to leave air. When air is removed either by existing by mechanical means, the vacuum is created inside and can and remain concave. This gives the customer an indication of soundness of the contents. Since production of the gas and bulking of the can and commonly some kind of spoilage of heated canned food. Vacuum also prevent unroot stain on the can during the subsequent heat processing. Different equipment are used for existing. A simple exhaust box consists of a narrow, shallow, rectangular metal box through which the passes a steel tube that carries the can. This type is known as the cable exhaust box, while the modification of this has been cable placed by the chain can cover. The speed of the cable or chain is regular depending upon the size of the container and the type of the regular of the product. The can are carried through a atmosphere of leaf stream that is allowed to the exhaust box through openings at various points in the equipment. And other type is the disc exhaust box that consists of the rectangular metal box in which several raw and large material discs are fitted. A curved iron rod above the disc guide the can through the equipment that travel down one row of the disc and back to the next. The number of the row and the length of the exhaust box vary according to the capacity desired and nature of the product to be exhausted. The usual exhausting temperature for fruit is 82 degrees centigrade to 96 degrees centigrade inside the exhausting box. When can center temperature reach 77 to 82 degrees centigrade, the can would be exhausted, and the length of the time depends upon the type of the product and size of the container. Exhausting temperature of some selected fruit and vegetable is given already in the table. In many modern countries, steam flow closer to the vacuum closing machine have replaced an exhaust box. Both these help to create vacuum in the can. At home, two different arrangement can be made to remove air from the food. The prepared material is placed in the vessel and syrup added. This is heated to the desirable temperature 82 to 96 degrees centigrade and filled hot in the can or jar. These are then sealed immediately. The steam that appears at the surface leaves a vacuum after condensing. In the second arrangement, food is placed in the container and syrup or brine is added. The container are placed in the food bath, the level of the water being about 2.5 cm below the top of the jar of the can. The water is heated to the desirable temperature or specific time and the container are sealed airtight. Only acid and high acid food should be canned or bottled at home, and processing of the low and medium acid food be left to the experts.